Alright, it's GreatWhiteNortherner back with you again, and we have a box of nickels for you today. So I have not done nickels before. I thought I'd give these a shot. Picked up a box along with my quarter and dime pickup the other day, and let's see how this one goes. Not as much silver in nickels, but there's certainly more varieties than there are with dimes. Certainly some interesting stuff we can find. So let's see how this one goes. I'm going to bring you back in. I'll probably open up the first couple rolls on camera, and then I'll do the normal pull you back in as I find stuff. So I'll come back with you in a second. I have checked this. This is a box of customer wrap rolls, and I will bring you in on the first roll in a second. I got the box organized so I can get at everything easy, and let's just grab this first roll here. Open it up. Oops. Bring my camera in where it should be. Alright, let's see what we've got in this first roll here. Alright. Another one there. 2001, let's just see, it's a 2001 P, so that's not what we're looking for. We want the 2000, be the variant on that, or sorry, the no P, and then the 2000 we want the P variant. Yeah, I think that's a P. 2000 P. Let's put that up on the stand. Microscope. Get my finger out of the way. Yeah, there's a P. I'm not sure what the mintage is on the P's, but that's definitely one we're looking for, so I will set that one aside. It's a little rough, but yeah, 2000 P. I think actually this first one I've found, certainly of course obviously the nickels is the first time I've done nickels, but I don't think I've actually found a P in the 2000s or a non-P in the 2001s in any of my searches up to this point. So that's cool. I'll set that up here. Let's see what else we find. Alright. Nothing. 2014. Oh, there's another 2000. Oh, okay. Well, that's another P. So I'm guessing they're not all that rare. I have to do some research on that. That is a P variant. I may be wrong as far as what is good and what is not. But I do have it on my list, so I will. Oops, get my finger out of the way. All right. We'll set those aside, and we'll come back to those at the end and see. See whether there's any value there. Alright. 1996. So there's a far 6. Right. Near 6 and then an attached 6. So let's bring this in here. I don't know whether that's a near or far. It's definitely not attached. So you can see the 6 there, get my finger out, it's pretty close to that D. That might be a near 6. I'd have to find one to compare it to. So again, we'll pull that one out and we'll take a look closer and come back to it at the end. So, alright. Yeah, looks like we got our first foreign of the box. 5 cent, 1988. Got some kind of fish on there. Looks like Bermuda. Yeah. Just throw that up on here so you can see it better. 1988. And 5 cents. And Bermuda. Alright. Not too exciting, but set it aside anyway. First foreign. Okay, Well, not much. Couple there that might be interesting, so we'll circle back and I will pull you in when I find something out of the next rolls. Alright, we are on roll 4 here, and I got a couple more finds for you. So I got another 2000 and P, or 2000 P with the mint mark on the back there. So I did a little bit more research, and that is actually only about 5 million of those minted, so I have 3. I found 4 2000s, and 3 of them have been with the P mint mark, so that's awesome. Alright, we're just on the next roll. It's roll 5, and I thought I'd bring you in here. I debated as I was going through whether I should bring you in or not. This appears to be some kind of collection dump, although not a particularly good collection dump. It started at the 1994s, I believe. There were several 94s, then 95s, 96, so on, all the way up into 99s. There's a ton of different 99s in here, some 2000s, excuse me, and now into the 2001. So what I did find is these were all the P variants here, but this one is a 2001. Get that to focus, and it is a no P. So there's about 30 million of those minted versus 136, almost 137 million of the P variants in the 2001. So not super rare, but definitely lower mintage and worth keeping. So I will set that one aside. I also have a little bit nicer 1999 there that I'll probably be able to replace in my book. And let's just look at the last few here. These seem to have gone up now to 2005, 2008, 2008. 2007, and then some randoms at the end here by the looks of it. So, but yeah, it looks like the first part of that roll was definitely, they were all in order, started in 1994 and kind of worked their way up. So anyway, so I got another one for the book, and actually 2 for the book there. So alright, I'll bring you in for the next one. Alright, just the next roll, and about halfway through this roll, and I've actually pulled it out already. Stuck a 1977 up on the microscope here, and so this is the high 7 variant. Is the more common of the two. I actually have a low 7, so I didn't have the high 7, so I will pull that one out, stick that in with the rest of my stuff. Alright, 8 rolls in, and we're just about through this roll here, and I've pulled this one out already. So this is a no mint mark 2006, which I didn't actually realize even existed. I was just looking for the two, the P and the RCM mark, but apparently there's a no mint mark one as well. It's about 46 million that were minted, so not a super low mintage, but another variant, so I will hang on to that one, keep that one out as well. And I'll bring you back in if I find something else. Well, we're on roll 9, and I did find something interesting. I just started to dump this one out, and there is a dime in the middle of this roll. I've seen that happen with some of the other coin roll hunters. That's the first time that's happened to me, so we'll finish this, dumping this roll out, but that's, hey, I made 5 cents. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Nothing too exciting jumping out at me, but I'll bring you back in if I find something other than the dime. Yay. Alright, roll 10, and we have found 2 back-to-back here. So first one is the 1977, and this is going to be, I believe, the low 7 variant. I think you can tell by looking at that that is a low 7. So I'll set that one aside, and then right behind it is a 1997, and the 1997 has a low mintage of about 27 million for that one, so I will pull that one out as well. What's this one here? Also looks a little older. No, 1985. Alright, we're in here. Whoop. Oh, I see a 12-sided coin coming up there. 2006, the P. Actually, I didn't have the P variant. I had the RCM and the blank one, so I'll set that one aside as well. And we have a George head. 1952. Does not appear to be missing any chrome on it, which is the variant for that one, but yeah. There we go. I'll take it. Oops. Throw it on the floor. Not bad shape. Alright. We are on roll 15, and got another find here. So not a particularly rare coin by any stretch, but it's in actually really nice shape. This is the Centennial nickel from 1967. and it's got some nice gloss on it. It is, yeah, like it's pretty sharp looking. It's probably better than what I have in my book, so I will definitely set that aside and take a look at it compared to what I have already. But yeah, that's a nice example of the 1967, so I will set that one aside as well. Alright, see you in the next one. Roll 18, and we're just starting this roll here, and I saw this young head, so I thought I would bring you in. Let's take a look, see what we've got here. Looks like a 1964, so there's a couple variants we can look for. There's the extra waterline, and the Spitting Queen, I believe, is also on the, or Whistling Queen on the 1964, so let's just take a look. So no extra water line there, so if there was a extra water line, it would come up to, if you can see that there, would basically be touching the bottom of the initials. And then on the back, let's just see if she's spitting at us. And if I get this the right way. And no, nothing there. Alright. Alright, boys and girls, we are on roll 22, and just about done this roll, but I just came across this one. This is a 20 Rappen Swiss franc, and there's your backs, or your obverse. Confederation Helvetica, 2012. So another foreign coin. I did actually find another Bermuda coin earlier. I didn't bother bringing you in because it already brought you in for the other one. This one is a 2005. The other one was a 1988. And so I'll set those over there. And we got a couple more to go, so let's just take a look at the last few. Make sure there's nothing interesting in here. 2003, we're looking for a W mint mark on there. Nope. Okay. Alright, roll 25. I just opened this roll up here, and I've got another 1996. It does appear to be just the standard near 6 one. We will throw that up here, but they are a little bit lower mintage as well, so I'll probably hang on to them. Looks like 36.7 million or so. And 1996, yeah, that looks like it'll be a near 6 variant. So we're looking for the far 6, where the top of that 6 is a little further away from the D, or an attached 6 where it actually is touching the D, or there's a die chip there that kind of joins the two of them. So anyway, I will hold that one aside with the other one that I found earlier. Roll 28, and we have found another nickel here to look at. So this is a 1990. There is a what's called the bare belly variant to it, where the die has worn off underneath the beaver, but you can see that's not the case here. So this space right at the end of my finger would be worn cleared or clean, and so where that bare belly comes from. So it is a 1990 though, which it does have a mintage of about 42 million. So I'll set it aside, a little bit lower mintage, and I'll keep that one anyway. So, all right, we're on roll 31 here, and I found my second 12-sided nickel. It is a 1962, and it is a young head. And apparently on this one there is a double date version, so I'll just take a quick look here, and don't see anything there. So, but I will set it aside anyway, and just because it's a little hard to find those old 12-sided coins. So, alright, moving on. There's nothing else in here. I've looked through it already. Alright, this is roll 27, and I have found my third 12-sided coin. Is another 1962, and let's just take a quick look here if there's any doubling on there. It doesn't appear that there is, so I'll set that aside as well. Get the 62 up there, and while we're at it, let's see what we got. 1985. 1981. Oh, there's a young head there. So let's see what we've got. 1964. So this is another one that could have the waterline or the whistling queen. So no waterline and no whistling queen. Alright, we are done. Last roll, and box is empty, and I just happened to find right near the end of this roll another 12-sided nickel. It is a 1950, and so nothing too special. There's no variants that I'm aware of, and it's not a particularly low mintage, but I will set it aside as well, again, just because it does have that 12-sided shape to it, and they are rare to find. So anyway, I'll set that one aside, and we got just a few more to go through here, so might as well do them with you. And doesn't look like anything too exciting. 1986. Yeah, and that is it. Okay. Alright, I will reorganize things here, and I'll bring you back in, and we'll go through what I've got. Alright, final recap here. So we have, what was that? 2, 4, 6, 8, oops, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, so 22 of the US nickels that I found. Again, nothing really exciting in here. Most of them are 90s and 2000s. I think there was a couple in the 80s, and there was one 1964 right there. Oops, get out of the light. Get that to come in. 1964 is right there. So really nothing of any importance in that. So then we've got the, let's go with the foreign coins up here. So 2 of them from Bermuda and the 0.2 Swiss franc. And then we've got, so the 1977s, we've got 3 of the low 7s and 1 of the high 7. We got a 1990, which is, go back to my other screen here. So the 1990 is a lower mintage, about 42 million. We checked it for the Bear Belly, it did not have that. The 1996s are also a little bit lower mintage, and they are around 36.5 million. I've also checked them for their variants. The 1997 is also low mint, about 27 million in there. And then we got the 2000, these are all the 2000p variants, if you can see that there. And so all 3 of those were the 2000p, and then we've got the 2001 no P, so we've got 4 of those. So those are all the lower mintage versions from those years. And then we got the 2006, and these are really more just for me. So I had, didn't actually have any of the 2006s, so I have the 2006P, and I also have the RCM one, which I set aside already. And then I've got the no mint mark one here, which I didn't even know existed, so I've got that one as well. If I remember correctly, I think I said that was about 30 million that were minted of that. We do have the 1967 commemorative jackrabbit there, and the one I have is actually in just as good a shape, so it's a really nice one, so I will hang on to that one. Got the 1952, the 1950, and 2 1962 of the 12-sided nickels. So all fairly low mintage. They're hard to find, so kept those, and we're up 5 cents because of that dime in the middle of the roll, and that's it. So not a bad haul. Some interesting stuff there, certainly some variants that I didn't have, and I think I've upgraded the collection with a few of these here. So alright, that was great. We'll see you on the next roll. Again, please like and subscribe. Great White Northerner, I am out of here. You guys have a great night and take care.